check microphone.
See if you can hear everything.
We got 15
can go?
minutes. You good?
Let's get it.
This is where I get all my energy from. From the stage to the studio and to my desk. I am the energy god. And you can be one too.
You're listening to Adeshokbe Live, the Afrobeats podcast.
We're on set of an incredible music video.
Fact.
I've come to see a friend of mine. I know him as a music executive. Some people know him as a music manager. Other people know him as an executive producer, artistic director.
Fact.
But today,
Yep.
this is an artist.
Yes, Sirski.
Spio.
My man. My man.
Listen.
Yes, sir.
I gave you different hats because those are the different hats that I know you by.
Exactly.
You've been an executive in this game for a while. You've been a music manager in this game for a while.
Facts.
You've worked with some of the greatest musicians.
Yep.
Why did you decide to step into the artist bag?
Yeah.
Is it because you were waiting too late for the money, so you want to get the money direct?
No, I think for me, it's more of an expression. You know, being a manager is still creative as well. Being an executive producer or creative director in so many, it's still production.
Yeah.
It's still being creative. So this is a different way of expressing myself, my creativity. And some of the records that I want to make, my artist might not be in the same space to make those records. So for me, it's about making the records that I want to hear, the records that I love, even the visuals. I want to do the things that I want to do. And I felt like for many years, I was imposing my vision and my artistry and my thinking on a lot of the people that I worked with. You know, though they had their own thing in the vision, yeah. So this is my vision. This is my artistic expression. This is what I want to, yeah.
Listen, I want to take you back a little bit. Give us a little summary of Spio within the entertainment industry.
Fact.
Your background, what you've done so far, and how long you've been doing it.
Okay, so I'm going to keep it super quick, right?
Yes.
Because it's a long, but I think I started from the studio. I used to have a studio, recording studio. And some of the people that came through my studio, Jazzy, Dr. Sid, my first kind of exposure to Afrobeats was, when Don Jazzy and Dr. Sid came through to my studio. And then, you know, I was mixing stuff for them with my engineer, and that was my first exposure. So I was in the studio element for a while, and then I got into management, actually tour management. So I started with Big Nasty, was my first kind of big break into the thing. Then, God bless the late great Cadet, we almost double platinum independently from him. Then obviously Sarkodie is like my biggest, I think, achievement in this thing so far. And then working with so many others.
You mentioned Cadet briefly, you know, God bless, rest his soul.
Yeah.
Cadet was an incredible UK rapper.
Exactly.
Who basically broke grounds.
Facts.
With, sadly, you know, just a couple of years before he passed away.
Yep.
He went double platinum in the UK, did you say?
So the record is platinum already. It's almost double platinum now. But the record it's been platinum for over 3-4 years.
What record is that?
Advice. Advice, yeah.
And talk to me about managing an independent artist who at the time had all the credibility within the rap industry. But never had mainstream success. How did you achieve that?
Okay, so I think it was a collective effort. I came on at a time where he was ready to take it to that next level. He was willing to listen. I think that, God bless his soul, one of the biggest things was, you know, him listening, and I felt like God used me to help him take him to the next level. You know, I think the biggest thing was listening. You know, we had a plan, we listened, we worked together. Even the record, we shot the video the same time as we recorded the record.
You brought the camera crew into the studio?
Into the studio. As we record a little bit and we go outside and shoot, there's no lights, no nothing. We go outside, find wherever we can do and we shoot it. So we talked about, I think we've had a lot of personal conversations, right? We talked about time and space and overly planning. If it was any other person, that record would have never happened. Can you imagine, think of the artists that you know, that you come to the studio to record and you're told that we're going to shoot a video, come on, now. There's no lights, there's no drip, there's nothing. We shot
no drip,
nothing.
No stylist.
Nothing. And you know how much the video cost?
How much?
250 pounds. And the record, I think like 20 something, the record has already been platinum already.
Wow.
Yeah, that's how much it costs.
Can you talk to me about how important it is as a music manager for your artists to listen to advice?
100%. I think listening is one of the most important things in the game, especially now more than ever, right? Everybody's making good music.
Yep.
Everybody's shooting great content.
Facts.
Everybody's outside. Most artists have the information.
Facts.
So listening is like the roadmap to success. But most importantly, for a manager, you need yourself to have a vision for the artist as well. Because me looking at the wall from afar, I'll be able to tell a beautiful picture.
You can see it from afar.
You can see it from afar.
You can see it from afar.
Yeah, from afar. So for me, if the artist does not have a vision to work alongside what the artist wants to go, then there's a problem. So with great management comes great vision, and the artist has to be able to listen.
You've worked with some of the artists in recent times. You know, people like Omale, Oxlade. You know, what other names? What other names are some of the young artists?
Even like Diamond, I did his listening party, Harmonize, you know, and I did a whole album in East Africa as well, trying to bridge the East and the West together, because I feel like there's so much separation, but we're all doing the same things. So I've worked, and even outside of our genre, recently we did Conscience, the Bianca, you know, now we're on the set for Gyakie. So the names continues a lot. Oh, bro, and also I'm gonna say here, so you know the Undress You with Oxlade, we got Money Long on there. We're gonna drop that one as well. So just imagine bringing the R&B-ness of it into Afrobeats. It's a merger. Now we got Conscience and
My brother, you're Ghanaian.
Facts.
And the conversation continues to happen where they're saying every time, you know, what can the Ghanaian artists do to get to a certain level, all of that. What are you seeing being a Ghanaian artist, you know, and thinking that they should do something? What is it?
I said this on Ghana radio last year. The most important thing is collaboration, my brother. We have, as Ghanaians, to collaborate with each other. At any given time, whoever is working need to have a couple of records with whoever is around. So just imagine pick whoever is working at the time. They should have records with people around it, circumference at the same time. That's gonna work. Collaboration, bro. Collaboration.
Fan base.
Because everybody's talented, bro. Everybody's talented. The talent is there, but it's about the collaboration. That's the only way. It's about collaboration.
Now, you've mentioned Conscience, you've mentioned Oxlade, you've talked about Sarkodie, we're on set with Gyakie. It sounds like you're putting together a body of work.
Not yet. So for me, being in management and being in creative direction for a long time, I know the importance of a body of work, right? A body of work is like an album.
Yeah.
Right? You know, if I'm looking through, let's say, someone's Instagram picture, think of Instagram, and all the pictures are the same but different outfits, you lose interest, right? So a body of work needs to be like a book, different chapters. So I'm doing singles because it's not cohesive. Because when someone comes to listen to your body of work, they need to come for something. The messaging is more important than anything else. So the body of work is not yet to come. Right now, consistent singles, give them music just to let them know what time it is.
This video set looks crazy.
Jackson Valley with the drip yours. So broski, we have the beautiful, super talented drip yours. Bro, you have to see the fit though. When you care about your art.
Specific.
Yeah, it's gonna give back to you. Bro, if you listen to what she did, it's like pure masterpiece. So when you put that level of effort, effort is not only what you can show, effort is what you, even bro, like the detail, even the director itself, bro, like everything, you know, top notch. And I know the audiences, they appreciate the effort. People see the effort that goes into it. Even from the artwork, it's like art. People need to enjoy it from different elements of it. So the visual representation of the record should elevate it to a different form. And that's the main thing. For me, I feel like you cannot cheat yourself or cheat the audiences of people that you want to present a product to. And not giving it at the highest level and being the most creative as you can.
So DJ Tunes, DJ Spino, we've got Neptune, a host of DJs. Now we've got executives, Larry Gaga.
Exactly.
From Nigeria.
Yeah. I love Gyakie. That's my guy.
So is that the same type of energy you're coming with, where you're doing it on an executive level, where you're basically doing what the DJ Khaleds are doing?
Yeah. So I think I'll probably say I'm more closer to Khaled in terms of I've always been producing records, and I always made records and gave other people. So for me, my main thing, I got into management from a creative point. I was a creative before I got into management. So it's like coming full circle. So that's the difference. Like mine, I'm not just want to put out music. I care about the message. It doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be like, kumbaya or anything.
It doesn't have to be gospel.
But it has to have a message. So that's the difference. Like for me, it's about the messaging. It's about different presentation. Even if you look at what I'm dressed, you never see me dressed like this before. So everything, we had the jerseys with Hamo.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So it's different layers of presentation. So it's like theater or it's like movies.
What do you want to get from this whole thing? Some people want music success, financial success, superstardom. What would Jay Spio be looking at?
For me, the most important thing to me is to tell a story. I'm from Ghana, so I want to tell our story at the highest level that it can be. I want to tell the story in such a creative manner, and I want people to be entertained. What I get from it, getting the financial rewards, it's a byproduct of doing something great.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? If you say, you go outside and say, I want to get money.
Facts.
How are you going to get money? You have to do something. And whatever you do it, for you to get the best out of it, you have to do it at the highest level. Even if you the best cleaner, you're going to get richer than the weakest lawyer.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So that's for me, the most important thing is the highest level of presentation. I want the art to travel. I want to tell a story. I want people to be entertained, people to enjoy it, people to have fun, and that's my whole thing. But I want it at the highest level.
I want to talk about specific artists, Sarkodie.
Bro, the thing with Sark is the level of geniusness, and he's another person that cares about the art. When somebody cares so much about the art, the output is different. And the level of geniusness, bro, is unreal. And I think what makes the dynamism of it is somebody being on top and being consistent and being in charge of his own thing. Sark is doing exactly what he wants to do. And I think the ultimate success in anything that you do is being able to do what you want to do consistently, whenever he puts out, whenever it is. And that's the beauty of it.
Around this song alone, I think you've put together a couple of incredible people. Gyakie on the vocals, Blaze on the beats. The video director, talk to me about the video director, man.
So Nathan is someone I've been wanting to work with for a long time. He did all the Dave videos, Drake and Hetty, he's done amazing masterpieces. So for him, it's another art form. Like if you see the visuals, it's like art. And even as far as my role in it, I'm not in it.
You're not prominent. You're not a prominent figure.
Because it's unnecessary. You understand? The art is more important than being in there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, all in the videos.
I was about to say that.
Exactly.
All up in the video.
Nah, it's not necessary. So I put myself in a space where it's about the art. More so to get the right visual. Like I want, when you watch the video, it looks like a masterpiece. It looks like an art piece. And that's what it's about. And that's what everything is.
Blaze is a Nigerian producer. Talk to me about that.
Genius, magical. And then for me, I'm a person that I want my art at the highest level. You know what I'm saying? Some people say they make the art but for me, I'm making my art for the whole world to consume it. So I work with all type of different producers, but I feel like for this particular sound, what we're looking for, the timing of it, and then for me as well, it's a process. It's not about coming to just, saying put a record in this. I think people can tell when somebody cares about what they're doing.
It's not about a project, it's singles.
It's singles, yeah.
So how often are we going to be getting singles from you?
So from now on, every month. And the objective of not putting out a body of work is I would not be interested in a body of work from somebody I don't know this guy. I don't, you know what I'm saying? That's the reality of it. So this is an introduction. By the 6th, 7th single, you're like, okay, this is what this guy is about. So we had Undress You, which is a nice, feel good, everything was at the highest level.
Sick
record. And then I'll tell you something. So the remix with Money Long, bring in the US R&B vibe. But the plan is we're going to drop it the same day next year as we drop the original. So it's going to be a year apart. And in between, you're going to see the growth of all the records that I put in. And then exactly the same day, January 26, 2025, God willing, we drop the record the same day. And then from that, it ushers into, it's like it become a full circle moment. And it ushers into a whole new different stuff. I'm also working on a joint project with Black Jersey.
Wow.
Yeah, I got one with Hamo as well. We're gonna do
Harmonize.
Harmonize this stuff. And there's a lot of Jamaica influence on the records that we have.
So
we take you to Jamaica. It's about touching different cultures and bringing, a lot of different things. I'm a collaborator, so I don't want to be making records with a specific type of, I want to open it up. I had Ambre on the last one.
Yeah.
Bro, so it's about being able to, what Cali does, like being able to bring so many different things together. So that's exactly what it is.
Listen, I think there's an element. This was definitely just to capture you in the moment and see what you're doing. But there's an element of our conversation that I can't wait for us to have a sit down to talk about.
100%.
And that's going to be management, music, the culture, Afrobeats, Ghana, Nigeria. What's next for us? Because it looks like we've reached a ceiling at the moment and we're finding it difficult to break through. People like you have been in there. So that's the level of conversation we're going to be having next. But listen, bro, I know you're in the middle of shooting a video.
100%.
I've got to give a big shout out to you for sharing your time with me.
I appreciate you showing up.
I'm looking forward to the records going forward.
I appreciate you showing up, my brother. I appreciate you showing up.
You look like a 15-year-old boy.
Bro.
Behind the scenes with the Afrobeats podcast with Spio and the one and only Gyakie.
You got to zoom into the Timberland joints, you know what I'm saying? Them shit is Louis V, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we got to do
that's the Louis Timberland
you know what I'm saying?
Collaboration.
Yes, exactly.
That's a collaboration.
Thank you.
Even at that level.
Thank you very much.
Who are we?
Thank you, bro. See what I talk about collaboration, bro. I give you another thing. You see Drake. Have you ever seen him go on tour by himself before? Have you seen Future go on tour by himself? Bro, the biggest Cardi B, whoever named them, they are collaborating together.
At that level. LV.
Yes. And bro, the pinky, get the pinky. We're keeping it, bro. So anyway.
Keep it light.
The Afrobeats Podcast.
Right.